About both of you, don't get here and party. Talking nasty about women. Which one is? Which one is? This one is. Hmm? Then this one is.
Facebook, YouTube channel, my name. Pixels, Facebook, YouTube.
Greetings to you all. This is a very long awaited race between Peter Kyobe from UG in Kampala versus Francis Mukwekwe, aka Q Pixels Photography. These two have had it coming for a long time. It's a battle of the finest. Whoever wins today gets to claim so many rights over the other. Peter has been claiming rights over Francis, calling him his fish for several months now. Since Peter beats Francis 2-1 in their last encounter. Francis now demanded a longer race so he can earn his stripes and get Peter to shut up. As Peter won't give him any rest on any of his live streams. Always talking about how he beat Peter. About how he beat Francis. And here it is. Peter claimed right to continue ragging Francis, or will the tables turn? Francis won the leg and opted to break first. It's alternate breaking, so he'll be breaking at all odd numbered frames, and Peter will be breaking at all even numbered frames. Peter failed to finish that, like I expected anyway. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, Francis is back on the table. 6 yellows here. I think I'm willing to bet. I am not going to see any one visit clearance here. Not today. These are the big boys when it comes to media. But on the table, question mark, dot, dot, dot. Anyway, Francis, 5 yellows there. And thank you all for joining us. High five to you guys. Trinos Nyashanu. Che Kasim. Buli Ngalozi Mambo Shoshe. He says 2 fish racing. Kim Nyanzolite says looks like someone is impersonating Peter. Impersonating Francis. Peter should run. Why do you say so? Guilhem Pandulo, high five. Newman Chiwota. Wesley Palata says, why is Peter shy? You think his camera is shy? You think he does better behind the cameras? One thing I can assure you, he does better behind the cameras and behind the mic than he does on the table. I'm tempted to agree with the guy that says 2 fish racing. Mambo Shoshi there. I bet you Peter will miss this black. Even though there's a little bit of insistence there from the yellow, potentially he will still miss it, and there he is, missed it. Another chance to Peter. I really hope these guys won't play this back afterwards to hear what I've been saying about them. 2 big fishes. May the better fish win. Yeah, nice drawback by the fish there, by Francis the fish. Nara Zinyoni, high five. Jeffrey Jaggy, how's it? You say I'm supporting Peter Chopi, but the truth is that he will lose because Francis is a thief. Okay, let's see. Regis Timbunu, high five. Knowledge Nyatano. Jabulo Zungu, Mingo Entlek. Muzondo. Melissa, Tiffany. Okay. Melissa, you said, Peter Chopi, if you let me down today, I'll see he's watching pool game. No, please don't stop watching pool. There's a very high chance Peter could lose. Francis has actually been training a lot for this. I don't know if it's going to be of any help. Peter just managed to switch that ball, at least avoiding a foul. Let's see. Can Francis nicely position his cue ball there for the black? Not bad, not bad. Very well tried. But now he has to pot it. Mambo Shoshe, I am good. Hope you are too. And there, Francis failed to pot it. Maybe scratching, nearly scratching, just nearly scratching. I think Peter may be able to pot this black now. Kyobe, however, I don't know how safe it is. Okay, and Peter draws a first blood. 1-0 it is in favor of Peter the fish. Bazina Hakim, high five. Danny Siniwa. Nyara Zinyoni. Melissa Tiffany says no cash out. Yep, there's no going back on this one. Definitely no going back on this one. Maybe the tables can turn for Francis as he lost to Peter. Peter won't stop talking about it. Francis won't hear the end of it. Maybe now something can change. Saguya Vincent, thank you and hi. Jonathan says if Chobe beats Francis will never see. Godfrey Marvin, hi. Jonathan 219. Okay, I see what you did there. Frame number 2, Tavunga Mujiti. Noa Nawa. How's it? Like these two table closed, Peter's opted for the yellows. And another potentially failed. Oh, okay, okay. One of those, which I'm sure he cannot repeat 10 out of 10 times. Anyway, 3 yellows to go. Very bad positioning there of the cue ball. The first foul of the match. It's a race to 9 with a pot of $200. These two fishes have put quite a lot of money on the line here. May the better fish win. Kitaka Davy High 5, Mingo Enklik, Mpeka Tassi, Rutai Sierra Robert. You say Francis is a better player here, surely. Let's see. Maybe he's the better fish. Maybe, just maybe. One thing for sure, I'm looking forward to laughing at whoever gets to lose this. Because they've both been adamant in claiming that they're better than the other. Let's see. Battle of the finest fish. Franklin De Brain says Francis playing with a glove, great stuff. Yeah, keeping up appearances, aren't we? He looks like a serious player, if you ask me. When you look at him. Nuno Gomes and Jose. I am from Zimbabwe, born and bred. Lived here most of my life. 5 reds to go for Francis. Look at that stance. You'd think he's a pro, you know. One would think. You would think he's a pro. Good stance, good bridge, good pivot, and very bad aiming. I don't like Peter's stance though. It's a fish stance. But not a bad shot, not a bad shot there. He's left himself in a bit of a better position than before. Thank you, Disa LBK, for sending 100 stars to Q Pixels Photography. Please continue supporting them. Thank you for the stars. Please send him stars, guys. Stars are a digital gift that help him earn some money. Please keep supporting. Love Mataga, high 5. Sanyama Philemon, you are saying 6-9 it will be. In whose favor? Okay, 3 reds to go for Francis. And 3 reds that he'll definitely not clear in this one visit. I am certain of that. Desmond Kipleting, you're saying who's Peter? Guy behind Peter Tribalife. If you've watched any of his streams, he's from Uganda, from Kampala. He's the guy with the sweater that's brown, white, and blue stripes. Francis is the one with the long hair, wearing a blue and white t-shirt, and is currently on his visit on the table now. He's playing reds and maybe snookered himself there. Not enough of a topspin. I think you can partially see his ball, but maybe not enough to do anything sensible with it. Oh wow, he surprised me there, managing to pot that ball. And the black, quite difficult for him. That was close, just narrowly missed. Peter is back on. Let's see, what will Peter do? Maybe a combination shot. Avoid a push shot though, Peter. Oh, well done there. But can he clear? Certainly not. High five. The people's voice. Hi, Fungai Mgai. Zwelihle Nkosi. What's up? Masho Mija, good to see you. Good defense there from Peter. Very good defense. Not sure if Francis is snookered from my angle. Okay, he's confirming that he can partially see the black. But there's nothing really that he can do about it, I'm sure, except possibly hope for a fluke here. I think Peter's going to go to the top there, take that yellow to the top left corner pocket and leave this other yellow in the pocket. Oh, he's playing like the pros. The pros normally just open up pockets. Fishes tend to prefer to leave a pocket closed up until later. Peter won't be able to manage this white, I'm sure now. He tried, but not good enough. Didn't cut on the black. Ooh, we just narrowly missed that, unfortunately for Peter. Black is sitting in the pocket, waiting for Francis to just tap it and drop it in, hoping that he doesn't drop the cue ball as well. All right, cue ball is safe. 1-1 it is. It's a race to 9. Thank you all for joining us to watch these two media men racing it out for a $200 pot. My name is Priscilla, Pris the Voice, and I'll be steering this ship, the Fisher's ship, for this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying. Well, I'm definitely enjoying this. Getting to see who claimed the rights over the other. It's been a long time coming. Frame number 3, Francis sent to break. High five to my girl Rachel there. I see you. Which fish are you supporting here? Who are you rallying behind? Zaguya Vincent says, I swear after today I don't want to hear any of them talking about playing each other. This is paining my eyes. I think whoever loses here surely may be quiet for a long time or may have some excuse for losing. Let's see though how it goes. Rachel Mbewe, thank you for 500 stars. A whole 500 stars is sent to Q Pixels. Keep on keeping on. One up, Dennis, you are Team Peter. Well, obviously. I'm sure you are supporting your homeboy there. And this table closed. Francis delivered a dry break, and now Peter has closed with the reds that he will not clear. It's even in danger of snookering himself. They didn't snooker himself, but left himself in a horrible position where I know he will not make any pot. Okay, these fishes are surprising me somewhat. I was expecting a lot worse. Doing better than I thought, but still. A fish is a fish. A fish is a fish is a fish. Shot. 3 reds to go here. Mobsmush, you say in life a stance is needed. It helps a lot. Are you referring to Peter Kyobe's stance there? He's got that fish stance, huh? Francis got the pro stance, but he can't play to save his life. So, yeah, he had to miss that. I mean, there was no way he was going to clear his balls in one visit. He had to mess up somewhere, somehow. 7 yellows for Francis, and I'm certain, I think he's going to want a snooker at some point. Good pot. Good balance of attack and defense. In case he had missed that, he'd left the cue ball in a very good position there. Snookering Peter. Julia's Jixie asking if there's a live on YouTube. Yes, Peter Kyobe Live is live on YouTube. No, Astra, I wasn't wrong. He did not clear his reds. He almost cleared his reds. But everybody knows almost doesn't count. And I'm certain at some point Francis is going to want a snooker because he can't clear this. He can't clear this to save his life. Guys, please don't tell him I was saying this. But a fish is a fish, a fact is a fact. I'm just enjoying the entertainment with two fishes. The one time I get to laugh at people playing during a race because what they play is leaves a lot to be desired. What is this fish thinking about for so long? It's taking so much time to think. And then probably a bat shot yet to be delivered. Bat shot loading. Just as I thought. Hey Kim Kleke, I'm doing well, and how are you? Thank you for joining us as we watch these two fishes battle it out. Good shot, Peter. He's now looking to record 2-1 if he doesn't miss this. You can never be too sure with a fish, eh? It's easy enough. Okay. Easy, my foot. And he's brought Francis back into the game. Yania Hazard supporting Peter there. As if his life depends on it. Well, he's supporting his fellow countrymen. It's good. Patriotism. 3 yellows to go. I think Francis could try and clear this. There's 2 yellows to center. I know he'll definitely clear. Should have played a bit more of a top spin. I don't like the cue ball position there. He has to put a little more work in positioning for the last ball. Okay, good potting, although it just made life a lot more complicated than it ought to have been. Given, I'm not hating. What do you mean commentator is hating? I'm stating facts, you know? A fact is a fact is a fact. They're fishes. Look at that. What did I just say? They're fishes. 2-1 is in favor of Peter. Oh, shame. Let me laugh, though. It's entertaining in a different kind of way than what I'm used to seeing. It's definitely entertaining. Seeing two fishes having a good go at each other. Given says Peter's pivot stance is full of comedy. Anyway, frame number 4 loading. Peter said to break. Okay, Isaac Bill says next is me taking on Peter. Oh, really? Machine member high five. I am Mangoma. How are you? Yes, there is a money match this evening. Evans or Kacha. High five, my guy. Are you doing? Good to see you here. Are you challenging the winner? I have a feeling you want to. Your fish Peter Kyobe. Actually, I'm not sure if I can qualify him as your fish. Your last race ended on an even score. Was it 3-3 again? You didn't get to finish it, so yeah, you can't claim that. Good shot though from Francis. You know, it's interesting how these fishes, well, once in a while, they do have a little bit of touch to their shots and then very easily mess it up. Wisdom Diggy, I'm telling you, the winner is saying no, no, no. No, these are not your sizes. Leave them alone, you'd be robbing them. 4 reds to go for Francis here. Playing touch. Very, very good strategy for players of their caliber. Look here. Look here. So Guya Vincent, you're saying, how can I say those fishes are surprising me? Well, they are surprising me. There are a few good shots that they're actually delivering, better than I would have expected. But they're still fishes. And like I said, please don't tell them. Please don't tell them I say that. All right. I think each player is going to have a minimum of 5 more visits each here before they get to clear. Ben Rain, what do you mean, who is this Peter wasting your data? It's been a long time coming for these 2 fishes. It's good to watch some fishes once in a while. It's good to have a laugh once in a while. It's always serious. It's always the big games. It's always the big boys. Let's have some fun a little. Let's laugh a little, live a little, love a little, laugh a little. And what do you mean, Peter? They're both fishes, by the way. So if they're wasting your data, if Peter's wasting your data, so is Francis. Anyway, it's not a waste of my time. I'm sure it's not a waste of yours either. There's a lot at stake here, hey? A lot of bragging rights at stake that they've been looking for. Peter's been bragging for several months on end about how he beat Peter 2-1, a whole 2-1 in their last encounter. So now they decided to settle with a race to 9. Peter with 5 yellows remaining. No, yeah. Oh, sorry, yes. 5 yellows remaining. He'll pot 1 and miss the next. Watch the space. Joey Lady Sniper says, Francis can play pool. I only thought he's just a photographer. Well, not sure if I can quantify him as a player. But yeah, he can hold the stick. Just like I said, Peter did not pot anything else. Well, for fish levels, or amateur levels, yes, Francis can play pool. He definitely knows the rules. Definitely, that's for sure. They both know the rules. can definitely give them a big, nice certificate for that on knowing the rules. That's just about it. Performance, on the other hand, three yellows for Peter. The way they look so serious, as if they're working wonders. Anyway, not a bad position that Peter's left himself in, because it's difficult enough for Peter. Prospentutu says this is a game to watch. Yes, I actually traveled several hundreds of kilometers just to watch this game, just to get to witness it live, actually. I've been looking forward to it since sometime last year. I actually traveled, literally, traveled hundreds of kilometers just to get to see them play live. I knew Peter would miss that. He could see the shots. They can see the shots usually, but execution, on the other hand, leaves a lot to be desired. 4 reds left for Francis and the black. But I can assure you, Peter is yet to have another visit on this frame, as Francis will not clear a very easy looking frame. I may have to swallow my words for breakfast here, but I'm really somehow still doubting he'll clear this as easy as it looks. Fishes somehow have a way of just, I don't know, burying their heads deep in the water. Ooh, all right. For once, he actually proved me wrong. I was wrong there, and now I have to swallow my words for breakfast. In Evans Okacha's voice. And Francis levels it 2-2 it is in a race to 9, or effectively race to 7 from here on out for a yummy pot of $200. That'll enable them to buy lots and lots of data for lots and lots more streaming, because there's lots and lots of action coming up over the next couple of days. That's at the Queen's International happening in Bulawayo from a Friday to Monday. Frame number 5. France is preparing to break. Evans, you can bet $50 on Peter Kyobe to win. I'm betting Francis will win. I'm willing to make that bet. Actually, no, I'm not betting my money on fishes. They're both bad. Sometimes when you think a frame is clear enough, they always mess it up. They find a way to mess it up. It's really difficult to tell which fish will successfully fish out the other fish. Anyway, table closed. Francis on the yellows. So Vincent, I'm not denying I'm a fish, which is why I will not play. I just want to have a good laugh, the rights to laugh, and not get to be laughed at. I'm not going to challenge either of them. I just want to have a good laugh. Whoever loses. Sunstana Chibote says, how many apples so far? None, and there will be none by the end of this. You're not going to see an apple here. That's for certain. That's one thing I can guarantee. You could see a decider. These two fishes, yeah, seem to be going neck and neck, but definitely not an apple will be recorded here. Not a chance. I will never play pool again. I'll never watch pool again if I see an apple here today. I'm willing to bet on that. Anyway, good defensive shot there from Peter. I mean, from Francis. Peter is snookered. Francis is actually surprised when Peter asked to go cushion first. It was definitely not his intention. He was surprised. He had a surprise look. He wasn't intending on snookering. It just happened by itself. Anyway, a fluke shot. Still a good shot if it works in your favor. One piece race to what? It's a race to 9. The rest is a formality indeed, Massimo. Yeah, in Peter's voice. Hi to you all if you just joined us. Battle of the finest fishes. Okay, no, I lie. Battle of the finest media personnel we have in Africa. Let's give them their flowers. They get to play for once. We get to watch them. We get to see how good they are or bad. My name is Priscilla, Pris the Voice, and certainly enjoying this comedy. Chosadzi Kwa Chikonje says, even the commentator is enjoying a lot. I'm enjoying this a lot more than any other race. I mean, look at that shot by Peter. It looked so easy, but he messed it up so easily. Anyway, I'm enjoying this race more than any other race I've watched this year. More than when the big boys race. And look at that foul. Free shot on the visit. For Peter, I'm tearing up here. What a show. I'm going to remember this race for a while. I'm going to laugh at them for a while. You know what? I'm a fish, but I think I can do better. Yeah, actually, yes, I can do better than them. But please, guys, don't tell them I said any of this. Anyway, let me stop laughing before my head starts paining me. Peter looking very confused as to which shot to make. I think that was the wrong shot. Those two reds near center on the left of his screen, I think should have been first priority for him. But anyway, let's see. Someone there says the winner should participate in Queen's International. Well, they both will be participating for sure. As media men. That's their role there. The only role. They have no place on the table during that tournament. They will be handling the cameras and just like that, pocket. So, well, I'm sure Peter will still get to black first. Potting the black, however, is a whole other different ball game. Francis thinking hard as if he's going to pull off some amazing shot here. The focus, the seriousness, the talking, and then mess up loading very soon. That cannon was a fluke. Anyway, good fluke. Good fluke. Dennis, okay, I'll pass the message to Francis that that you're now happy to challenge him after seeing this. Okay, I will. Mareza, Mareza Caesar Sipomokansi. Hi to you too, and thank you for that. Hope you're enjoying the Battle of the Fishes. And Francis is about to fail to make a pot, and there we go. Peter's on black. After clearing his last two easy reds, but a black which he will only pot by way of a fluke and a pocket that will be unpredictable even for himself. If he manages a pot, it'll only be a fluke. Anyway, let's see. And he scratches free shot and visit for Francis. Can Francis clear 50-50 here? He's been trailing. Well, it's still early days. Still only 4 frames cleared out of a possible 17. But will he take a lead for the first time? Looks to be thinking hard. Rachel Beaver, no, I'm not going to race you in front of any cameras. I will not give you any chance or opportunity or bragging rights over me with any witnesses. Okay. Nice drawback there by the fish. There's a high chance he could clear this. Looks easy enough. Okay. Take my words back. Peter back on. Tommy Lababa, my name is Priscilla. Pris the voice. Or like Rachel Mbewe likes to call me, Pris the fish. But you're my fish, Rachel. Anyway, TL is to go for Francis here. Will he clear 50-50? He cannot calculate the cue ball. Yeah, where it could land, but just hoping he'll be lucky enough to have good position for the black. And he was lucky. I think this black is, it's way too obvious. You can't miss it. So it will be 3-2 now in favor of Francis. He leads for the first time. Will he continue on that winning streak? Or will Peter catch up and overtake and lead once again? Peter's smiling. Francis is smiling at himself there after the clearance, takes a sip of his juice, switches the scoreboard to 3-2 and hopes to continue. Yeah, on this good note that he's on at the minute. I was laughing quite a lot a little earlier, like 2 frames ago. I'm feeling a little choked up. My throat feels dry. I'm just off to grab myself a juice and I'll be back. The way these guys miss a lot of their pots, there's a high chance, high likelihood that I'll be back before this frame ends. Anyway, hope you're enjoying. I'll be back in a bit.
The voice. Are you doing the voice? Where were you doing? But I'm not going to. And yeah, I come back.
And I'm back from getting myself a nice cold juice. What did I miss? Probably a couple of flukes, a few easy pots, a lot of bad ones. Oh, I see your comment here by Matthew Blessings saying, "You are not nice, commentator. You're jinxing them." No, I'm not jinxing them. A fish is a fish. Okay, let me play nice. We are gathered here today to witness two of the finest players we have in Africa. Good shots galore. Lots of apples loading. None so far, but I'm sure there'll be an apple. Okay, who am I kidding? A fish is a fish. Come on. I'm just stating facts. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the race. Nevertheless, it's a race to 9 or best of 17 frames with a pot of $200 from one of these two fishes to walk away with. Will it be Peter Kyobe, the Ugandan star, or Francis Mukwekwe, the Zimbabwean jewel? I see Francis smiling at himself there, obviously in disappointment after failing to close off a corner pocket. And Peter about to snooker himself. Okay, he didn't even make the pot either. Never mind snookering himself. Anyway, Francis back in business. Matthew, you're asking Matthew Chibagal, you're asking Peter is who among the two, the guy in a rasta or the guy in tracksuit trousers? Okay, the guy in the tracksuit trousers with the short hair is Peter Kyobe from Uganda. The one with the long hair with the glove is Francis Mukwekwe. Two of our finest media men. I give them their flowers there. On playing, no, I don't. Peter about to try again. He definitely won't make the pot plus manage the cue ball. He's played it safe. What can Francis do? Okay, good shot for someone like Francis. He now leads 4-2. Good thinking there by Francis, trying to defend. Didn't do it well enough, but I suppose it's good enough in the sense that, yes, Peter can pot that red, but making position for the next red, very difficult. Even if he goes to the other red first, making position again for the remaining red, be a tall order for him. Something he's yet to learn how to achieve. It's created a problem for himself there with this ball. Ayanda Ngoma says more than 2 hours for a race to 9, yet yesterday. Less than 3 hours for a race to 21. Okay, you are comparing a shark and a small fish here. Let them be, let them take their time. When it's these guys, the balls become bigger and the pockets become smaller. It's a lot harder for them to pot. Okay, Peter trying to defend the pocket there. Francis will likely just lightly tap on that yellow and now forcing Peter to just go for the pot after this. He has to pot this and make some plan with his remaining red. High five to you all, wherever you're watching us from. Hope you're enjoying this sensation. Sensation indeed. Some good relief from all the seriousness we're used to seeing, all the high pressure games we're used to seeing. This is actually, my bad, this is actually another high pressure match. Looking at what's at stake here, lots of bragging rights. Besides the money, the price of $200, lots of bragging rights here that are at stake. These two media men will not admit that the one is a fish to the other. Francis down to 2 yellows. If he could play a left spin, he'd be able to open that last cluster up. But he can't open it up. Maybe snooker would be a good idea here if he can manage it. Even if he doesn't snooker, he'd be safe enough. Oh, well done. Snooker executed like a pro there. I see, look here, Peter's fellow countryman smiling after that shot. She's impressed by that particular shot. There's very few of those impressive shots we see from these guys. Anyway, let's see Peter trying to get his ball, hoping for the best, expecting the worst, and the worst happened. Free shot and a visit for Francis. Will he clear? I cannot bet on it, but there's a chance. There's a high chance he can. High five to all you viewers. Ian Dube, hi. Ian Chikondo, Farai Sheren. What's up? Owen Wilson, Mateo. Mateo says, with short hair, there's no hair on Peter's head. Okay. Francis. A fish is a fish is a fish. Bit of electricity outage. Hang 10. I'm sure they're just sorting out the generator and action will resume in a bit. But Peter likely to make it 4-3 at the end of this frame. Nyasha Hafu. High five, Milda. Hope you're enjoying this. He's saying, Peter, I'm not going to pull Taurachete. Okay. For the benefit of those that do not speak Shona, he's basically saying Peter can just talk. And he cannot deliver on what he usually speaks about. Damn good talker on the mic. Very insightful. His shot, however, a whole different story. Allow me to call it early. 4-3 it is in favor of Francis. Oh, the black is down. A confident shot there by Peter. And 7 frames are down out of possible 17. Will we see a decider? Maybe, maybe not. May the best fish win. Okay, Peter preparing to break frame number 8. TP Wakatebisa. What's up? Moses Carlos, proud Shingirai. Stephen Chiwaka. Astra Extra. What's up? Icing Gwende, Ayanda Mgoma. Tabisani Smanda. Yanga Likame. All right, hi there. Frame number 8 with a dry break from Peter. Not a bad layout of balls, but something Francis cannot clear, obviously. If I see an apple here, I really will stop all interest in pool whatsoever. Because I won't see an apple, I'm sure. Open table. Yellows or reds? What will it be? Look at him there, planning his shot like Chris Milling and then delivering it like SpongeBob. Open table still. I think yellows are what Peter would have wanted to go for or wants to go for. But can he make a pot? Does he have a clear shot to the bottom right corner pocket? He's trying to check that out. He may be partially snookered by the black there. and won't be able to make a pot. If he wants the yellows that bad, maybe play defensive. Leave the cue ball in a position where Francis won't be able to make a pot on the yellows either. Yes, and that's what he's just done, tempting Francis to close table on the reds. And I think reds it is for Francis. Almost a good fluke on opening up there. Cue ball is too close to the black. He'll surely fail to pot this. But at least has closed off the pocket, leaving the red in a good enough position for when he needs to turn to it. Eric Performer lands who has better head-to-head, you say. Head-to-head, it's one up to Peter. They've only played one small, very small race a month ago in Zambia. It ended 2-1 in Peter's favor, and he's been bragging about it since then. Peter won't stop talking about it. Francis won't hear the end of it. Now, Francis wants to claim a bragging rights now. It's possible today. Good queuing there. But positioning not so good for a clearance here. Owen Wilson, I am from Zimbabwe. 2 reds remaining for Peter. No, for Francis, and Peter, I'm sure, feels no need to stress or worry, as Francis will definitely not clear this. Miscue, unfortunately, and fee shot and a visit it is for Peter. A good idea would be for Peter to pot that red in bulk, the top right corner pocket, slightly disabling his flexibility here. Leaving himself in a less desirable position for Francis to clear. It's also easier to snooker with Francis having just that one remaining ball. What can Francis do here? Not much. I think it's going to be attention, all pockets, and just hope for a fluke. Fortunately, no fluke achieved. 7 yellows, which look very easy, but with fishes, it's also very easy to mess it up. To mess up a very good layout of balls. Can Peter clear and even the score? There's a chance, but let's see. So Tani Luva Gwambe says, this is so entertaining. I know, right? I'm thoroughly entertained too, and Peter's just messed up the position there. He wanted position for the yellow and center, but let's see if plan B works out for him. Will he be able to eventually make position for that center? Good idea there to snooker. Don't rush it. He's hoping for a free shot on the visit to make a clearance easier. Not a difficult angle to escape from. Oh, why do I feel like it's gone a little too wide? Yes, it was a little too wide. Then he fluked it there. Almost fouling in the process. Anyway, a legal shot. It's a legal shot. I think Peter wants to snooker once again. And snooker it is. Another easy angle to escape from. Just needs to get it right. Potting, however, a different story. Peter should finish this. Hi, Tutu Tich Tapiwa. Joachim Jagesha says, what are you watching here? Very good comedy. You need a good laugh once in a while. All work and no play. Yeah. You need to be playful sometimes. Have a good laugh. Live a little. Laugh a little. Love a little. 2 yellows remain for Peter. Easy enough for him to pot, but making position for black. Maybe not so easy. Let's see. 50-50 chance here. Lovely stuff there. Got it just right. And Francis has just flipped it to 4-4. Well, I think it is safe to say it is an obvious 4-4. I mean, he couldn't surely mess that up. And 4-4 it is in a race to 9. A best of 17 frames. Whole 8 frames gone. No apple. Potentially 9 frames to go. But definitely still no apple to come. Tim Kulayanda says, so this is where they're saying even a weak player like Francis Mukwekwe can finish this game. Oh yes, that's where it comes from. But anyway, they're trying their best, they're giving it their all, but most of all, they're enjoying it. Hope you are too. Saguya Vincent says, I was about to put in a comedy movie, then boom, the notification for this game came in. But I don't regret watching this at all. Yes, this is good value for money and time. You need a good laugh. You need to relax a little. Ease off some stress. Foul break there, unfortunately, from Francis. Free shot and a visit. Can Peter make the most of it? Does he want the reds? Does he want the yellows? I think he wants the yellows. He's shooting quite confidently those last shots, but he won't be able to do that for more than 3 shots in a row. Trying to defend off the pocket. He did a little, though there's a bit of a gap. But it's good enough. It's safe enough. Prosper Tutu, what do you mean I'm a roast master today? I'm not roasting them. Ooh, scratch. Okay, scratch just avoided. I'm not roasting them, really. Am I not calling a spade a spade? Do you want me to call them pros at playing? They're pros at filming. They know what they do and they do it best, but not on the table. Definitely not on the table, unfortunately. Not a bad defensive shot. Although I'm not even sure he knew what he wanted to do there or achieve with that shot. And we continue. Bego and Gotla says, whenever Peter Kyobe is in commentary box, you'd often hear him say, the frame is as good as gone, even if they're difficult on the table. How many apples has he got in this game? Really? Just watch now, but judging from his stance, I doubt. Yeah, right to doubt. No apples so far and no apples to come. Not a chance. Remember, guys, please don't tell them I was saying any of this stuff. Please don't tell them I was ragging them. Tell them I was playing nice if you get to have a chat with them after this. Don't tell them what I said. And Francis is trying to force Peter to pot the yellow at the bottom right corner pocket there. Failed to snooker the other yellow, and still finds himself in a bit of a corner. And what did that shot achieve, Francis? I wonder. Paseka Shabalala says, Peter is trying so hard to play like Caesar. You know what? It's good to be ambitious. It's good to be hopeful. I mean, in life, we all look up to someone, somewhere, in some field. It's good. It's good to look up to somebody who excels in a certain area. In this case, like you're saying, he's trying to play like Caesar. Well, if wishes were horses, Peter would ride all the way home, all the way to the pot. Good one there. Now his yellow is in a very good position for clearance. Francis needs to defend here. He won't be able to pull off a skill shot. Defend, Francis, defend. I think maybe here Francis should pot the yellow, closing off the black first. Does he not have enough confidence to clear? The yellow at the bottom right corner pocket, and then the one at the left corner pocket. Then lastly the one in bulk, but he's decided to go for the most difficult. Okay, he's undecided. If he goes to the one in bulk next, he risks a self-snooker there. Okay, he failed to pot. Shakes his head a little. But hey, it happens. Bank shot loading? Maybe. Maybe Francis could try and bank that one red, the bottom side of the table, to close off the corner pocket where he's standing. But no, he's going for the attack and creating another problem for himself with the red there. Unfortunate collision. Maybe that bank shot now. Ooh, unfortunately, he is snookered. Could have been better if the red ball had not dropped in. Just narrowly missed that pot. Will Francis clear and take a lead once again? Maybe. He's in a good position to. Down to the last yellow. Let's see how he manages his cue ball for the black. All right, well done, Peter. Well done there. With that dry break, Francis takes a sip of the water. With that dry break, can Francis pull off something magical here? I think he's going to want to go for the reds, pot center, and hope his cue ball lands in an ideal position for the next shot. Not so ideal, but let's see. I see Matilla Magdalene saying, sorry to say, how can you record amateurs? Oh, how can I explain this? I'm not sure how to explain this, but just know this game needed to happen. It needed to happen. Live a little. We all need a good laugh once in a while. Just enjoy it. Always watching the big boys. Let's watch some fishes for now. Let's enjoy the game. I am certainly good shot there from Francis. Drawback loading, maybe a top spin at the cushion bounce, as he hopes, fingers crossed, that he'll make good position. Peter thinking hard, as if it's going to deliver something magical. Anyway, what can he do? What will he do? Does he want to defend? No, just a foul. What was that? What did he want to do there? I think that was inevitable. Making that pot, unless he wanted to defend that red there. Well, he should have, or ought to have, gone a little softer. Can Francis maximize with this 3-shot on the visit, opening up the black and making position for the next pot? Can he clear? Peterson Riley says, we won't forgive Francis for the noise Peter will make after winning this match. Oh, as if Francis himself will be quiet. Either way, whichever way it goes, there will be noise. The other will go on bragging for days. 5-5 it is, 10 frames down. It's a race to 9. The yummy pot of $200 on the line. Very warm welcome to Peter here. Welcome to Zimbabwe. Being given a very good run for his money by fellow media men, Francis Mukwekwe, aka Q Pixels Photography. Frame number 11 as Francis prepares to break, although he won't finish, unfortunately. John Bosco says, Peter knows a lot but plays a little of it. Oh, yeah. Even I sometimes, I mean, a lot of the times I can read the game, I can see the shots, but don't ask me to execute them myself. Those big plays always make pool look so easy. Sometimes it's very easy to see the pattern, but delivering it is a tall order. Can Peter close the table here? Yes, he did. Yellows it is. Good shot. Guessing Dini says Francis strokes like a real pool player. Okay, at least I can say he's a real something in pool. Player, I'll leave it at that. Anyway, another potentially long frame. Very difficult layout of balls for these guys. Very difficult to envision a finish here. Nice and easy. Opening up his red ball there. Not bad. Also leaving Peter in a very difficult position here to take off or make a pot. Peter's stance though. Ooh, good shot, Peter. Played like a pro. Even Francis is clapping. Good calculation there and good execution. Next cut loading. I'm sure he'll manage it. Position, 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 however, not so ideal. John Bosco says Francis is a better player. Not so sure. Well, the scoreline isn't agreeing with you. These two fishes, I think, are the same size. There's a high chance this could end in a decider as well. Can Peter surely clear this? Managing so many balls in one shot, he's preparing for a center cut. I thought it'd go to the top. But okay, let's see. And no, a clearance was not to be. But he's in a very good position that he's left himself in. A lot of work for Francis here if he's to redeem himself. One yellow remaining for Peter. Can he clear? Louis Namasango says, honestly, personally, I've been waiting for this game. Yes, you and me both. And what was that from Peter? Failed the pot, failed position on the cue ball, and now about to be snookered. Snooker loaded successfully, and I doubt he'll be able to escape this. Angle not so easy. Free shot on the visit it is for Francis. Let's see, what is he likely to do? Maybe start with the bread and bulk on the top short rail. To set it somewhere near a pocket there in bulk. Maybe make white for a center pot. And then maybe feel stuck shortly after that. Let's see. Can I get some predictions? What do you guys think? Who do you think will walk away the winner at the end of it all? Who will get to 9 first? It's a race to 9. Simeon's says 9-7 to Peter. Okay. Can I get some predictions? Keen to see who you guys think will be the winner at the end of this. Peter or Francis. The boy, oh boy, he looked very serious. Oh, it's good. I'm loving it. Sakuya says it's a draw, I swear. No, no. One must die. 3 reds to go, Francis. The red sitting along the rail there that he will not be able to just clear with the one visit. What is that topspin for anyway? Okay, he wants to pot, maybe pot the red near black. And then hope for the best of the last ball in the rail. What can he do? What will he do? Maybe a good bet for him here would be to just close off this bottom right corner pocket and hopes Peter will mess up. Judging from his facial expression, he did not intend on potting that red. He wanted to close off the pocket, but let's see. Attentional pockets. Red is going to go googling all around the table, searching for a pocket. Is there any signal? None. One lost yellow for Peter. It's actually not too difficult to play position for this black, making a pot in that yellow. But will he manage it? Making a cut to the bottom left corner pocket there. Is that defensive enough? I think the red can easily go past the black, making its way into the pocket. But for a fish like Francis, it wasn't to be. Unfortunately there. But fortunately, Peter is snookered. Easy enough to escape the snooker, but what can he do? Maybe escape the snooker. Kyobe will be in a bad position, and then he'll snooker again with the black. Ah, he didn't pot. Good shot there. It's do or die. He needs to make sure he gets the red, or else Peter can easily clear this. Okay, McKelvin says it's going to go to a decider. Okay. Asha Cruz, you said, plus I'm sure you support Mukwekwe. Anyways, no, I'm supporting myself. I support myself. I'm struggling to decide which fish to support here, honestly. I'm just enjoying the circus of good comedy. Just checking to see if there's any ball touching the cushion. There isn't. Well, if the black is touching the cushion, it isn't. And it's focused on the black. It's a bit of a cut to make it 6-5. 3 frames to go for Peter and 4 for Francis. It's a race to 9, remember? And thank you for all your delightful company, all of you who are viewing this. Peter preparing to break next. Eric before Milan says, I don't know why I'm feeling entertained by fish. I know, right? I know. I'm equally entertained. Okay, and I'm back as the battle of the two underdogs, as someone rightfully put it, continues with 6-6 in race 9. Good pot there from Peter. Careful not to scratch. Okay, the cue ball is safe. 2 reds to go. Difficult for him to clear. It's worth a try, and he's safe enough either way, even if he fails to make a pot. Francis Yellow sitting in a very undesirable position there. That was a beautiful shot from Peter there. Even though he didn't manage to make the pot, he's left himself in a rather good position. Whoa, that was a shot and a half. Very well calculated double there. Although I'm sure kicking the red out of the pocket was not part of the plan. But good for him. It worked. Francis wins this race. I'm keen to hear what complexion Peter's commentaries then take. Ooh, almost crashed there. What he'll now start saying on his feed during his commentary sessions if he loses this to Francis. I'm sure he'll still be paying for his blood. He'd want a rematch. As I know, both of these guys will not admit the other is better. Well, the scoreline says, well, same age boys, aren't they? Long range black for Francis. Cue ball too close to the cushion for his comfort, but he just has to do something. Just do something. And do something he did. That's something not so favorable. It worked hard at aiming there, but unfortunately, cue ball went packing as well, same time as the black. 7-6 to Peter. Peter now needing 2, Francis and leading a 3. It's crunch time. I see Francis wiping off some sweat off his brow. It's really hot on the table, hey? It's really tense. A lot at stake for these two gentlemen. May the best man win. All right, frame number 14. Dry break there from Peter. Table closed. Yellow as it is for Francis. Sure, you can put a couple of balls. Yellow to center. Maybe, just maybe one other one. And I'm not too sure I can bank on him putting another consecutive one. Trying to play like a pro. Good stance though. He's cruising on for a very confusing yellows remaining. Can he make that long range pot? I would have preferred for him to go to the bottom right corner pocket. And he's missed the pot. Seven equally confusing reds for Peter here. I think Francis is likely to make it even here, make it 7-7 after this frame. A decider is highly likely here, very much so. Marvin Kitinji saying, Priscilla, I need a match with you. I'm a fish, eh? But I'm better than these fishes. Please don't tell them what I said. Please, I beg of you. They'll slaughter me. Bad shot from Peter there, totally off target. Chance back to Peter. Back to Francis. Though I'm certain he won't be able to maximize on this. He's going to attempt one very ambitious long-range pot. Let's see how he fares. Didn't do too well. Didn't manage the pot, didn't manage to close off the pocket either. And Peter is back on the grind. I think it'd be a good idea for Peter to close off this pocket, not pot that red. Try and defend the pocket. Try and block off the path of one of Francis's yellows. It's gunning for the pocket. It's moving it elsewhere now. The battle is on. These two fishes. Like Caesar and Aiden. Who is your Aiden here? Who's Caesar? Oh, anyway.